Will Smiles, Black Women TV, told her to Omar and Tina. Final season, you guys have stuck it out all season long, all year long, all series long. It's not always easy when you watch these type of shows. What's kept, this relationship so healthy throughout the 7 seasons? Tina?
The writers. No, it's like once we unwrapped the gift of Queen Sugar in season 1, there were just, those like Russian dolls where you just keep going back into the box and finding something else and finding something else. I think that the entire series has been like that. And I think that our relationship has been that way. And I think that it is so rich because the people behind these characters, of course, Ava, of course, Oprah, who is a great fan of the show, and, our showrunners. And I know that all of our showrunners and in particular, the love that Anthony Sparks had for these characters, it just keeps showing up in the scripts every single season. And so we get the blessing of that, right? And then we lean into that, and us leaning into that creates more stuff that you can go into that box and pull out.
Mm-hmm. And for you, Omar, obviously, when the show first started, everybody's assumption was that, okay, Hollywood's with her, for now, but at some point it's going to be maybe the writer will throw in somebody younger or something. But no, that's never been the case. You've never strayed. How far along, this relationship will go on to the very end?
Definitely. And to me, it was never a thing about an age thing to me between Hollywood and Vi, right? It was about love. I can't, nowadays, you can't even, like, we're 7 years in. You don't even think about that age thing anymore. That's just Hollywood and Vi. That's who they are, So I believe when as soon as we step into that world from episode 1, season 1, they've already had years of relationship. They've already known each other for a long time. They fell in love, and they've had the arguments, and they've had the makeup and all of that stuff. Now, he did have a wife that he didn't tell her nothing about, but you can get to that later on. We can figure that out, you know what I'm saying? But even with that, when they broke up, it wasn't really a breakup. It was a breakup. She was mad, but after he got himself together, then, they just came right back. So that relationship was already strong by the time we step in. I think the first scene that we ever have together, I don't remember, was it us on the boat talking? Is that the first time? I don't know if that's the first scene that they're together, but maybe it's not. But that's the first intimate scene I remember them, when they're just on a boat and just talking about life or whatever. But because they've already had these conversations for years already, so we're meeting them in the midst of their love.
And when you think about it, it's a credit to the writers, because when you think about the other characters, they've had their trials and tribulations with other love interests. You gotta have that one couple that's gonna be steady throughout the whole ride. Every soap has it. So it's gotta be, at the end of the day, when this is over, Hollywood and Vi are gonna be in the canyons of great relationships that 100%. People have to look up to. And they have to. It can't be, where everybody's always having drama. So, like, for each of you, how have you grown when you're on a series for as long as you have been with this, and you guys have been working together? How have we grown as actors and as a person?
Well, I'll tell you this, even with this, Al Wilson, even with Hollywood and Vi and the love that they have, man, Ralph Angel and Darla's love is amazing too. They've been through hell and back, and they're still together. You know what I'm saying? Love conquers with those two. So that's also a love that we can also highlight. It might not always be flowers and candy. It might not be pixie sticks and all of that, but that's a real thing that they've been through. They've been through the fire. They've been through hell and back, and then they came out, smelling like roses. But yeah, man, me growing from the 7 years, I get to work with one of the great actors of our time. We get to work with Tina Lifford every day and watch the dedication and watch, you know, the preparation, and then watch the things that she will bring in to work. And I'm like, you know what? If I'm not doing that, then I'm gonna be the weak link. So that helps me become a better actor. You know what I'm saying? That helps me help up the younger people who look up to me, like the Kofis or whatever. I'm like, yo, we're not coming like this, then you know, we're half-assing it. But just like I said, just being able to work with Tina every day, every season for the last 7 seasons, man, it has grown me so much as an actor, and it's made me a better person, a better man, and everything, because she's the bomb, and that's what it is.
You know, how do you back that up? You know, it's like we've seen you, and people have watched you, and you've been the voice of reason for a number of years on this show. You know, and so like people need that. People need that guidance. You know, and when they look at you, you're on this show, and so like people, you know, how have you grown as an actress, and then working along with Omar throughout the 7 seasons?
Yeah, it's a wonderful question, because, you know, I'm going to tell you that when I stepped into this opportunity, you know, and as broad a definition of opportunity as you can make it, that's what Queen Sugar was. But more than anything, it was an opportunity creatively, you know, to actually show up and realize characters on film. And that's a different experience from realizing characters in theater. And I wrote in my journal that I wanted to be a part of a kick butt ensemble where everyone shines. I actually wrote that. And so stepping into Queen Sugar, it was like being peers, wanting what Omar brings, so that what Vi, you know, does and experiences is real and rich. I need an actor like Omar, right? The character Vi needs Hollywood, but the actress Tina Lifford needs Omar J. Dorsey, because it is what he brings and his commitment to the art and the truth and the story and the characters and the art, and knowing all of that, not just for the script, but for the scene. And there's not one actor, even our guest stars, who hasn't come to this show wanting to bring their chops or to hone their chops or to, you know, add their chops to this incredible soup that's being made. So artistically, it has been a gift. And I wanted that coming in.
Before I let you go, as you shot your final scenes, is there anything you wanted to take from the set, whether it be Aunt Vi's pies, you know, Hollywood's truck, you know, is there anything that you said, okay, I want this lasting memory? Either one. Omar?
I got, you know what? I got a couple of things from set. You know what I really got that I really love is the real spot, the thing that blows. You know, remember when I showed it the emblem? Remember that same thing that I was like, this is this emblem. Right. I have that in my house now. The one that you plug up and it lights up. I got that, and I really, you know what I should have gotten? I really wanted that painting of you.
Of me?
In the front of Vi's pies. That I wanted that painting so bad, and I should have told him to give it to me. And if it's still there, I'm going back to New Orleans and I'm going to get that. Yeah. I'm going to hang that up, and I know how much you love that painting, but you love that Jerry girl.
Yeah. I agree with everything that O just said. I wound up getting Vi's Pies, the neon sign. I haven't received it yet, but I'm told that it's coming. And no, you know what? At the very end of the show at our wrap party, I did something that I do, and I took a moment to really absorb the moment, because it's going to be locked here and it'll walk with me for the rest of my life.
Folks, it's been a pleasure. 7 seasons. It's not over yet because we haven't aired yet, but folks are going to get through Hollywood and Vibe in the canyons of great love stories. Take care.
Thank you, Wilson.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon, brother.